many pistons got hold of them?
All of them.
Our 6.0s are reliable. In recent years here at KC Turbos, Charlie, the whole gang, kind of figured out how to make them a little bit more reliable. A lot of that has to do with upgraded, high quality, heavy duty parts. The list of reliable parts we're gonna install in this 6-liter, we gotta start with the Warren Injectors, premiums. O-Dog's intake manifold. Alex is doing, I think, a 5-inch intake, which we'll see if that makes a difference. Kill devil heads, Molly gasket kit, Ford individual standpipes, because I guess when you buy them individually, they're different, and an old school made in USA international brand 6.0 oil cooler. So we're gonna see if
maybe he won't plug up that one.
Once you got yourself some high quality cylinder heads like the ones we got from Kill Devil Diesel, shout out to Jared, you gotta be able to hold them in place. They're O-ringed, which is a great start, but 4 bolts per cylinder is not doing us any favors. So next thing 6.0 guys need to do, non-negotiable, is head studs. There's quite a few different ways to do them. The first, DIY friendly, just fight them in the cab. Try to pull the heads off. It's kind of a huge pain. Next easiest way, you can go to Harbor Freight, get yourself an engine lift, pull the engine out and build it on a stand. That's pretty easy. Since we have access to a lift, we're just gonna take the cab off. It's easiest for us. We have access to a lift, why not? It's all gonna depend what you guys have access to at home and what you're willing and comfortable to do. Pros of pulling the cab, honestly, you don't have to disconnect the engine from the transmission. You got a lot more access to the top end. You don't have to evac the AC system. Cons of pulling the cab, well, you gotta have a lift. You gotta have space to store everything. And you gotta get to the oil pan if you have a leak or something. It's gonna be really hard because you're just gonna have to pull the engine again. So pulling the motor like this one, honestly the most DIY friendly. You can just get a cherry picker, pull the engine out the front. It gives you the best access top and bottom, so it's ideal for full reseals, if you got a lower end leak, if you got to replace the whole engine, you know, fingers crossed we don't have to. Just makes it the easiest. You don't have to screw with the body connection stuff, the wiring harness, all the other issues you run into. The cons of pulling the engine, it is a lot more like heavy labor intensive. It's harder on your back. You got to disconnect the tranny to get the engine out. Usually you got to evac the AC system. And it's, for what we're doing, it's kind of overkill. We're just doing cylinder heads and head gaskets. So now that you guys know the pros and the cons, let's go talk to Alex, the owner of this truck, and see what we're going to upgrade. Why did we decide to go with the tow rig?
Well, back then I had a pretty large power boat and it was towing really, really heavy. Yeah, we went out a couple times. And it was, I think, total of 13,000 pounds on the trailer. It was a really heavy, heavy sucker. And since I drive a lot, I drive cross country multiple times a year. I just wanted to have something moderate, right around 500 wheel. And that is just good to putt around. If I want to go stupid fast, I'm just going to buy a 800 horsepower car and
exactly,
which I bought after the boat.
God, look at this guy. Sorry, ladies, he's taken.
He's taken, but he's open-minded. I just wanted to have something moderate, reliable, towable that everybody can drive.
Sucker dry there, pal.
These have to come off. These 3 brake lights. Be very careful with them.
Be careful. I took this already loose.
Don't break it.
Careful.
They're very soft.
I would use an actual brake wrench.
Yeah.
Different type of wrench.
Don't lose the bolts. Wow, that just disintegrated.
Hey, we can just zip tie the connectors back together.
Up. Okay.
It's on in the front.
Down. Okay.
That's good. Stay there.
Crash.
Oh.
Up.
You did it. Good job, Alex. Good job, Heath. Good job, Alex.
You guys surprised to see that?
Yeah.
Everything's there. It's not rusted to
Like
pieces.
those won't break when we take them out.
What do you think? Not terrible or what? Supposed to look like that?
No.
Not great. Good lord. What's that guy? Pick 'em harness? Jump. Take that one right to the dumpster. Hey. You gotta pull the intake before the oil cooler housing, or just the filter housing can come?
I don't know. I was a Jiffy Lube tech, bro. This is my first time too.
Don't listen to Tony. Don't stick your dick in our turkey.
Went with a Warren Premium 155 over stock nozzle. There's a big debate on it if 30% over helps or not.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a big power difference. The only thing you're getting up there is heat.
Yeah.
And I want to avoid heat.
155.
Exactly.
Those you're probably supposed to keep in the right order, though, for reusing the lifters.
You got the new ones, don't you? Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. We're good. Sorry. Sorry, just backseat wrenching. Don't mind me.
Well, you better quit.
Cab off. Cleaned it a little bit. We're about to pull the heads.
It's gonna be bad.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, very. I
Stock
mean,
heads. Were they cracked yet, like mine were, or?
I'm not sure. I cracked my heads in the last two trucks, so there's a good
So
possibility.
probably. Okay. All right.
There's a good possibility.
How many pistons got hold of them?
All of them.
Firmly hold.
Firmly hold the shafts.
Firmly grasp it!
Ooh, slushy. Sucky, sucky.
It's my favorite part.
That's the problem.
Yeah, now you can pry under it, yeah. It's got screws instead of a snap to connect fitting, so that's fine. Just needs resealed and put back together.
What motor is this even?
It's on Titan.
Probably gonna get lit up on the internet for using a Whizman.
Prep your block, please. Clean
Yep.
it. Like, that was super important. I think Heath probably spent 30, 40, 50 minutes just doing each side, making
Yep.
it pristine.
Trick number one, lube the bottom.
Alex Leahy installing Kill Devil heads. Who had gaskets? When we?
I used Molly or OEM. Black
Yeah.
Diamond or OEM is
The
the only
same.
thing I use.
So we put that on KDD, and then
Studs.
head studs. You gotta have them. 6-liter life.
Yep.
4 bolts
It's
per
the
cylinder.
most, one of the, next to the oil cooler, one of the
You gotta
most
do that.
known things to do on a 6-liter for sure.
Yep.
Alex, I thought you cleaned this damn thing.
I can't clean it again.
There's oil all over.
Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Don't look at the front. Damn. Little statue of the aluminum or the steel. Just a little scratchy. You probably should have spit on it first.
It's tight.
Gold bolts on gold intake.
Walk away.
Do not ever pull that apart.
Gonna need a blowtorch. Except it's titanium. Your body mounts have more cracks than a $5 prostitute. It's probably time to upgrade to the good old S&B. I'm just gonna pull the factory one off. It'll be super easy.
Barely an
It's not a
inconvenience.
fight at all. Our friends at S&B have great silicone upgrades to your body mounts, especially when you can't get them off. Because it's been on here for 20 years and we don't want that anymore.
Yeah,
So
they
if you
look
want
like they're-
something with a lifetime warranty, get it now on KCTurbos.com.
When they look like they're about to fall out.
They look like they're about to fall out of your truck. You know you can trust our friends at S&B. They can put any silicone body mount in your truck with a lifetime warranty. Available now on CaseyTurtles.com. I'm just gonna. If your cab mount's got more cracks than a tortilla chip factory, it's probably time to get yourself something new. Get some lifetime warranty, silicone S&B body mounts now for your Super Duty. Get them now on CaseyTurtles.com. Look at that, dude. This is my job. I got to do the intercooler. Now that we got it all put together, tunes. Let's talk tunes. The most important thing, you got all these expensive, fancy parts.
Well, and the thing is, like, at some point the engine needs to know what's done to it.
Yeah.
And on a stock truck, if you don't, tuning makes or breaks any diesel.
I can build a horrendous 0 horsepower file and blow your shit up.
Pretty much every gasser, diesel, whatever it is, you have to have proper tunes and you have to dial in your tunes. Proper tuning is important, and it's 6-liter tuning, and I know that's like it's a bad thing to say. It's cheap.
Yeah.
The tuning for my car was $3,000. My tunes for my diesel are $300.
That's relatively cheap. Yeah.
It is relatively cheap, and in the end of the day, in the bigger scheme of what we're building and how much money we're investing into this vehicle, because now it's becoming an investment. You want to get it tuned properly. It's not that bad, and you should not cheap out on tuning.
Should show us how this tune goes. Take us for a rip.
Yep, let's go.
Later, losers.
So let me see.
Oh, it pulls pretty good getting on the freeway.
It was 85 real quick, 40 to 85.
Yeah. What'd you go with for standpipes? That's the big question on the internet.
I went with the OEM standpipes, actually.
The Ford ones.
But because in the end of the day, I know they worked for many years, so I'm gonna try them out.
So far, so good.
I hope that somebody will come up with another design. I know there was a lot of testing.
Yeah,
There's a lot of companies
new
that
products.
Oh my God! Like I'm not gonna name any brands now, but everybody makes a standpipe now for some freaking reason.
Yeah.
And none of them, in my opinion, has something that will absolutely fix all the issues the factory ones have. And I think a lot of it is in the recent years, like there's install errors. I don't think people installing them right.
The oil cooler we installed in Alex's truck was actually kind of a lucky break we got. So we found an older international brand made in USA oil cooler.
I like pre-COVID parts a little bit more.
Yeah, that's true.
So I wanted that one, and yeah, we sell it actually on the website. When you look up old part number, I found where I can get a stash from them. So we stashed a bunch.
Yeah, that's true.
And they are while supplies last, and I'm probably going to put one on my shelf as long as I own this truck. I'm installing a new interior thanks to Alex Leahy again.
Mr. Duramax himself.
Thank you very much, Alex. You are probably one of the nicest and most generous people I ever met.
Yeah, for real.
And if you ever are in the beautiful state of Kansas, Missouri, wherever you want to be,
Nebraska, he's worth the drive. He's in Platte City, just north of the Kansas City airport.
Yep, great guy. One of the most talented technicians I ever seen.
Honestly,
and he's dead honest, so you don't have to be afraid that you're going to get ripped off or something like that. He's just a good dude. So call Alex Leahy, Precision Diesel, if you need work on your truck.
Big shout out to Alex Leahy and Heath. Both those guys. Heath, even though you're a Jiffy Lube tech, I still think you're pretty good.
Oh, look at the Maverick trimmer.
The Maverick, hell yeah, bro.
Trimmer.
Driving the Ford Maverick, yeah. Shout out to our Maverick.
Stamp it. Brother.
He's giving her the beans.
This thing makes me want to straight pipe my truck.
The surprising amount of thumbs up you're getting in this vehicle is, it's weird.
Well, we really heard you did like spooling at like 2 miles an hour. We're like, what is this?
Yeah.
It's badass, bro. Sweet. Awesome, bro.
To me, the O-Dogs intake's one of those things where, it's kind of pricey, but
Is it though?
you do get what you pay for. If you're already going this far into an engine and replacing the cylinder heads, it's like, you might as well, because evens flow distribution and lowers EGTs.
Plus performance, thank you for all the
tool
beautiful
tray,
accessories.
the wire trim cover. Like, comment, subscribe.
Yep, we appreciate you very much for watching. Thank you for listening to me rant about all my bull crap all the time.
And if you want any of the products featured in this video, check them out on CaseTurbos.com.